All right, this little short video is going to take up the warm-up for today and introduce some things about object-oriented programming that you're going to sort of puzzle about a little bit today, then forget about for a little while. But it's going to be real important this year. This was the reading you were supposed to do last class, which was the first class. Um, and I'm going to sort of talk about that. So the idea, sort of three of the main concepts behind object-oriented programming is this idea of a class, an object, and a method. A class is just kind of, it's a blueprint about how to make stuff. It's a template. It's an idea. So for instance, bicycle. A bicycle as an idea would be something with two wheels and a handlebar and a chain or something like that. Notice that there's nothing actually physically made by the idea or the blueprint. A class is that. It's just like a definition. Now last year, we would have thought of the class as the program name itself. So this is ready from last year. The class here is Hello World. So well, we're not creating any bicycles or anything like that. What is it? Well, this was in grade 11 kind of the baby version of Java, right? We were doing just learning programming. We weren't doing object-oriented programming. Okay, so a class is the template. We also think of it as a program. An easy way to tell whether it's a class, usually we have class names with capital letters. So if it's got a capital letter, probably it's a class. Um, Notice right there, there's a class. Console is a class. An object, on the other hand, are the created things. So once we have a template, say for a bicycle, we said, once we start cranking out bicycles, we've got Jim's bike and Ferd's bike and Phil's bike and old bike and new bike, all these actual bikes. Maybe all of them are different. They've got different size of wheels and colors and things. Those are the objects themselves. Those are the objects themselves made from that class. So in our reading over here, can I get to the reading over here? I don't know. No, 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 no. Aha! I think I can just scroll. No, I can't just scroll. Let's try it this way. There we go. Um, where would be an object? Well, we said that console was a class. This little C is an actual object. So the console was somebody in Ready wrote some code that says, okay, well, what does an output console look like? But it didn't exist until we made one. This little C is an actual object. That's an actual bicycle. Well, it's not a bicycle, it's a console, but hopefully you get the idea. And once we make an object, then we can do stuff to it. So the methods is where the fun stuff actually happens. We can actually perform object actions on those objects. We can perform a drawstring on the console. The console object that we created. C, not the class, but the object. Okay, and I know this seems strange and abstract, but digest as much as you can of it. Now, part of the reading, these are these big fat yellow books. Hopefully we've got some of them lying around because it didn't really photocopy very well for you. Hopefully you were able to read it. I can zoom in a little bit more here. No, that just made it foggier. That's not so bad. So, for instance, where are the classes in this one? Well, the class name is blue rect, and console we said is a class, but C is an object. Notice that if we wanted more copies of this entire program running, we could have like BR is a copy of blue rect. That this whole thing is a template itself. And that'll become more clear as we learn more about object-oriented programming. But hopefully you got through the, where is it? The warm-up questions. I'll go through them maybe really quick here just to see for you to check your answer. Right there. So check your answer. Class, object, method, it's an action. Method, it's an action. Hello World is a class. Main is actually an object. It's an object. Set color is a method. No, main is a method. Main is a method, not an object. Sorry. Set color is a method, and the take up video, well, that's not filled in yet because that's what I'm making, and that's what we just finished.